This is why we find it so difficult to pray. See, one of the biggest principles in the Christian faith is in John 15 verses 1 through 8, when Jesus says, I am the vine and my Father is the gardener. Every branch that does not produce fruit, he removes. And every branch that produces fruit, he prunes so that it'll produce more fruit. But in verse 4, I was specifically convicted. Jesus says, remain in me and I in you. Just as a branch cannot produce any fruit unless it is connected to the vine, neither can you if you do not remain in me. And I think so many of us who claim to be followers of Jesus aren't even connected to the very thing they claim to follow, the very person they claim to follow. I fall into this trap as well. We try and walk with joy, we try and walk with contentment, but we can't. We can't walk in prayer. We can't walk in surrender. We can't walk in obedience because we're not connected to the source. And I'm afraid because we're not connected, he'll cut us off. A tree is known by its fruit, right? And if we do not produce that fruit that we so often claim to produce, Jesus says, I don't even know you. You praise me with your lips, but really in reality, your heart is as far away as it can be. And this is the danger of lukewarm Christianity. If we're neither hot, if we're neither cold, Jesus will spit us out because we think we can land in the middle. We think we can live life abundantly without being connected to the source of life. But if we choose to consistently walk in obedience, if we choose to consistently abstain from sin, we will be connected to that vine. We will have contentment. We will have joy. We will have peace. We will have discernment. We will have wisdom if we choose to speak to the one we say we follow, to obey the one we say we follow. We can choose to walk in freedom, or we can choose to walk in bondage. So what's our choice? Are we gonna choose to be connected to the vine and produce fruit and walk in freedom from sin? Or are we gonna choose to be disconnected from the branch and therefore lack the fruits of the Spirit?